Hey Yankees fans, today we have something truly exciting to break down for you because the future of the team is starting to take shape in front of our eyes. When you look at the way the organization develops talent, it is impossible not to notice how much care goes into building pitchers who can make an impact not just for one season, but for years to come. One of the most intriguing stories emerging right now comes from the Arizona Fall League, which is always a fascinating proving ground for prospects across the league. This is a place where young players, especially pitchers, can test themselves against high-level competition after the regular season concludes. It is a developmental space, a chance to refine your craft and show organizations that you are ready to step into the spotlight. And this year, one name that is standing out in a big way is Cade Smith, who has been quietly making waves throughout the Yankee system and now has a chance to make a real statement. Cade Smith, ranked 19th among Yankees prospects, has been showing exactly why he deserves to be noticed. The Arizona Fall League outing on Tuesday was nothing short of remarkable. Smith leaned heavily on his breaking balls, retiring the first 11 batters he faced, and finished the afternoon with 6 runs allowed, 5 strikeouts, and 3 2/3 innings of dominating performance. He gave up a single to the final hitter he faced, who eventually scored. But beyond that, it was a display of control, command, and maturity well beyond his years. What makes this particularly impressive is that Smith has had to deal with challenges this season, including time loss to shoulder issues, yet he came back with determination and focus, ready to prove himself. The Yankees organization has long been known for its ability to develop pitchers, and Smith is the latest example of why this system continues to thrive. In recent years, the team has produced a number of pitchers who may not have been top stars immediately, but gradually carved out significant roles in the rotation or bullpen. The work being done with prospects like Smith is crucial because you never know when injuries or performance declines will require fresh arms in the rotation. The Yankees need depth and the dedication of players willing to go the extra mile after the regular season, like showing up to the Arizona Fall League to refine their skills, is invaluable. Looking at Smith's journey through the 2025 season, it is clear that his development has been consistent and impressive. He started in the lower levels of the system, pitching in the Florida Coast League, moved up to Tampa, and concluded his season with Hudson Valley. Across these 3 stops, he demonstrated an ability to elevate his game as competition increased. His ERA in Hudson Valley was lower than it had been in Tampa, showing that he was not just surviving the challenges, but thriving under them. That type of improvement signals a player who is paying attention, adjusting, and growing with each step, and it is exactly the type of mentality the Yankees look for in their pitching prospects. Smith's arsenal is well suited for success. His mid-80s slider and low-80s curveball pair perfectly with a fastball that sits between 92 and 94 miles per hour, occasionally touching 96. The combination of velocity, movement, and control allows him to set up hitters and attack with confidence. For someone who missed time due to shoulder issues, posting a 2.13 ERA while striking out 14 batters over 2 2/3 innings in the Arizona Fall League is highly impressive. This performance is not just about numbers. It is about the mindset he is developing, the way he approaches each pitch with purpose and focus. Smith himself has spoken about the shift in his approach, emphasizing execution over simply throwing hard. That mindset shift is often what separates prospects who plateau from those who go on to succeed in the major leagues. The Arizona Fall League has a long history of turning prospects into stars, and looking at the alumni list only emphasizes how much this environment can accelerate a player's development. Players like Mike Trout, Albert Pujols, Justin Verlander, Mookie Betts, Derek Jeter, Chase Utley, Freddie Freeman, Aaron Judge, and many others spent time in the AFL refining their skills before becoming household names. Cade Smith is stepping into that same environment, and the signs are encouraging that he is taking full advantage of the opportunity. He is not just throwing fastballs and hoping for results. He is studying his craft, focusing on execution, and building the kind of foundation that can lead to a long and successful career in New York. What makes Smith particularly compelling is his resilience and adaptability. The transition from lower-level minor leagues to the Arizona Fall League is significant. The hitters are better, the competition is stiffer, and the stakes are higher because every performance is being evaluated by multiple organizations and scouts. Yet, Smith has managed to maintain control, adjust his approach, and perform at a high level. That kind of mental toughness is invaluable for a young pitcher and bodes well for his future in the Yankees system. It is also a testament to the organization's ability to identify and cultivate talent. In addition to physical skills, Smith is demonstrating a professional approach to preparation and in-game execution. He is learning how to sequence pitches effectively, manage situations, and maintain composure under pressure. These are subtle aspects of the game that do not always show up in box scores, but are critical for long-term success. By excelling in these areas in the Arizona Fall League, Smith is positioning himself as a prospect who could contribute meaningfully at the major league level in the coming seasons. Moreover, Smith's performance highlights the broader strategy of the Yankees when it comes to developing pitchers. While they have signed top-level talent like Garrett Cole, Max Fried, and Carlos Rodon, the development of homegrown arms ensures the organization has depth and sustainability. Prospects like Smith are essential to the long-term health of the rotation because they provide flexibility, internal options, and a pipeline of talent ready to step up when needed. The Yankees' commitment to player development, especially in pitching, continues to pay dividends, and Cade Smith's rise is one more example of that system in action. Watching Smith in the Arizona Fall League also offers fans a glimpse of what might be coming to the Bronx in the near future. He combines talent, preparation, and a strong work ethic, which are the ingredients needed to succeed in the major leagues. The way he has handled the challenges of 2025, the shoulder issues, and multiple team assignments shows a player who is focused on growth rather than just immediate success. That type of dedication can transform a prospect into a reliable, high-impact player who could play a significant role for the Yankees for years to come. As we continue to track his performance, it is worth remembering that the Arizona Fall League has historically been a launch pad for players to establish themselves and attract attention from both their organization and the league as a whole. The fact that Cade Smith is standing out in this environment suggests that he is not only ready for the next step in his career, but also hungry to prove himself. It will be exciting to see how his development progresses, and for Yankees fans, there is a growing sense that this young pitcher could be the next name to watch as part of the team's evolving core. Continuing with the excitement surrounding Cade Smith and the Arizona Fall League, it is fascinating to see how much potential can emerge from this developmental environment. The AFL is designed to test not only raw talent, but also a player's mental approach to the game. And Smith has clearly shown that he possesses the mindset necessary to succeed at higher levels. Watching him on the mound, it is obvious that he is not simply trying to throw hard or rely on pure athleticism. Instead, he is methodically working through each batter, setting up his pitches, reading swings, and adjusting in real time. This level of baseball intelligence, combined with his physical tools, sets him apart from many other prospects at his level. Smith's ability to handle adversity this season is another aspect that speaks volumes about his character and potential. Missing time due to shoulder issues can derail a young pitcher's development, but instead of letting it hold him back, he has come back stronger and more focused. Overcoming these obstacles shows resilience, determination, and a willingness to put in the work necessary to succeed. In many ways, this is a microcosm of what the Yankees organization looks for in its prospects. Not just talent, but the mentality to grow, adapt, and thrive under pressure. The AFL is a perfect stage to test these qualities because the competition is high, the attention is significant, and every outing matters. Another interesting element of Smith's performance is his command over his breaking balls. In particular, his slider and curveball have become weapons that he uses strategically, not just as an afterthought. Pairing these pitches with a fastball that can touch 96 miles per hour creates a dynamic and unpredictable approach for hitters. It is this type of pitch sequencing and control that separates pitchers who can succeed at the major league level from those who struggle. Smith's ability to execute his pitches consistently underlines his potential as a long-term asset for the Yankees. The historical context of the Arizona Fall League cannot be overstated. This league has been a proving ground for some of the biggest stars in baseball over the past 2 decades. Seeing names like Aaron Judge, Mike Trout, Albert Pujols, Max Scherzer, Mookie Betts, and Derek Jeter all having spent time in the AFL is a reminder that performance in this league can translate into long-term success. Cade Smith is following in the footsteps of these players, and while he's still early in his career, his focus on execution, pitch development, and strategic thinking positions him to potentially join the ranks of top-tier Major League pitchers. Smith's 2025 season trajectory also provides insight into his adaptability and growth. Moving from the Florida Coast League to Tampa and then to Hudson Valley demonstrated the ability to elevate his performance at each level. His ERA improved as he faced tougher competition, and he showed that he could maintain control while continuing to refine his mechanics. This kind of incremental growth is exactly what the Yankees want to see in their prospects. They are not just looking for flashes of brilliance, but steady, sustainable development that can lead to long-term contributions at the major league level. It is also worth noting the way the Yankees balance their system of homegrown talent with established veterans. While the organization has invested in high-profile pitchers like Garrett Cole, Max Fried, and Carlos Rodon, they also recognize the importance of nurturing internal talent. Players like Cade Smith represent the future, and by giving them opportunities in leagues like the AFL, the Yankees ensure that they have a pipeline of talent ready to step up when needed. This approach provides depth, flexibility, and long-term stability, which is critical for a team with championship aspirations. Smith's focus on execution, rather than just power, is a key differentiator. Many young pitchers fall into the trap of thinking velocity alone will carry them, but Smith has shown that he understands the nuances of pitching. He studies hitters, sets up his pitches strategically, and prioritizes control. This thoughtful approach allows him to maximize the effectiveness of his arsenal and adapt to the challenges presented by different lineups. For a young pitcher in the Yankees organization, developing this level of baseball intelligence is just as important as developing velocity or spin. Looking ahead, the potential impact of Cade Smith on the Yankees is significant. While he may not immediately become a fixture in the major league rotation, his development trajectory suggests that he could emerge as a reliable and dominant arm in the coming years. The combination of skill, work ethic, and mental approach makes him a player to watch, and his performance in the AFL is an early signal of the value he could bring to the organization. Yankees fans should be excited about the prospect of another homegrown pitcher contributing meaningfully to the team's future success. But before we continue, please remember to join our channel and give this video a like. Your support allows us to keep bringing you the latest news about the New York Yankees. Feel free to share your thoughts on the news in the comments. ESPN is stirring the baseball world with whispers that the New York Yankees have secured outfielder Kyle Tucker in a blockbuster trade that could redefine the team's entire offensive identity. While no official announcement has surfaced, insiders close to the situation claim the deal has been taking shape behind closed doors for weeks, gaining momentum as both sides quietly aligned key pieces. The alleged move, if confirmed, would instantly shift the tone of the Yankees season, adding a left-handed power presence that scouts have long insisted the lineup desperately lacked. Across clubhouses and social feeds, the chatter has only grown louder. Executives familiar with the Yankees' recent conversations say the front office has been aggressively exploring ways to diversify its run production profile, and Tucker, known for his disciplined approach, quick hands, and sneaky speed, is viewed as the type of player who elevates everyone around him. Some observers even suggest the Yankees see him as a stabilizing anchor in the heart of the order, a hitter capable not only of supplying home run threats, but also of breaking long droughts with well-timed contact. What's fueling the buzz even more is the belief that the Yankees may have outmaneuvered several clubs that have been eyeing Tucker as a franchise-altering acquisition. Rumors hint that a package of young arms and a rising infield prospect may have been the tipping point, though team officials remain predictably silent. Still, the notion of the Yankees pulling off such a bold move is feeding speculation across talk shows and press rooms, where analysts are already debating whether this could be the spark that reignites a championship-level push. For fans, the possibility alone has electrified conversations. Social media has erupted with excitement, disbelief, and a usual dose of skepticism, yet all agree on one thing. The addition of Tucker, if the murmurs prove true, would represent one of the most daring and strategic shifts the Yankees have made in years. Until confirmation arrives, the baseball world waits, listening closely as the rumor mill refuses to slow. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to keep receiving exclusive news about the New York Yankees, please subscribe to our channel and give us a like. We always appreciate your comments and opinions. See you in the next video.